This is a very long video detailing my difficulties with the New Zealand Health Services and battling my 5 different chronic illnesses. It's over an hour long, so if this is not your vibe, just skip it completely and I will totally understand. Hi everyone, hi Mia. So this is a very different video than what I usually do, and I don't even know if this will get uploaded, but I feel like having a bit of a rant about how my various diagnoses and illnesses are being managed. And I'm very grateful that in New Zealand we have free healthcare, and a lot of people in a lot of other places just aren't getting the care that they need or the medications that they need purely because it costs just an extortionate amount. But right now I'm having a lot of trouble. A lot of the things that I have, which I have on my bracelet, I'll read it out to you. It's upside down. I have Hashimoto's disease. I have myalgic encephalomyelitis, which is the correct name for chronic fatigue syndrome. I have Raynaud's syndrome, which causes the spasm in my blood vessels, and I have pernicious anemia, which is iron deficient anemia. I have a vitamin B12 deficiency, which also means that my gut is also not absorbing nutrients as properly, and I have postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome, so POTS. And a lot of these conditions are conditions that my primary health doctor just hasn't really come across before, and so we're both pretty much as knowledgeable as each other, except I have the fact that I have time to just unhealthily research and read journals and medical things on the internet, while she also has to manage a few thousand other patients. And so I have an appointment on Friday, and these are the issues that I'm going to bring up to her. I love my doctor. She is the first one that has actually listened to me and not said, it must be your period, or you're just anxious, or or try some Panadol, or try losing some weight. Like, the fact that I was able to actively bench over 150 pounds, and I on the rowing machine could blow through 20 miles, and nothing about my size changed, and I went to a very strict vegetarian diet. Nothing changed. I lost no weight. Means that something else is happening. So my nauseousness has gotten, I'm reading from the paper, so if I'm looking down here, has gotten to the point where I am constantly nauseous. I'm either not eating, or I'm only able to eat potatoes, rice, cereal, and like rice crackers, or those little corn cake things. Water, I'm supposed to be drinking 3 litres upwards a day. I can barely manage 1 to 1 1/4, and I measure everything that I drink. I'm always dizzy, always, just in various intensities. I'm always in pain in my joints. I have started to really resist using my wheelchair at home, opting more for my walker or my cane, because I have to increase my physical exercise, but it's really, really hard because it's incredibly painful. I've also got this pain, like my entire torso feels like it's just been slowly pressed in a vice from all sides. And so why? When I have a mouthful of anything, I feel, go down your throat. If you have a hot drink, you feel it go down your throat, and you feel it hit your stomach. And then there's this intense pain, and it's like this sharp, cold, burning sensation. Doesn't matter what I eat or what I drink. Within a few moments of taking a mouthful of anything, I have this pain. Showering, I can't shower alone anymore. It's not safe. I am too shaky, too unstable. I need supervision, or someone just to shower me and just completely take over the task. After having a shower, I have a sustained heart rate of between 120 to 140 beats a minute for about half an hour or so, and then I also just have a heart rate that spikes up to between 120 and 140 just randomly, because why not? Why my body just decides, just funsies, I guess. There's also been a lot more episodes of fainting. Now this one's a bit TMI, but being able to go number twos, it's not really happening for me. Averaging once every day or every other day, with the odd occasional few times a month where it's just like, hey, everything out now, rapid evacuation, and you can let your imagination wander as to what that means, but with no discernible pattern. And so these are all of the things that I'm struggling with, and they seem like a lot of minor inconveniences, but all of them together, the pain, the dizziness, the nausea, the bathroom issues, it compounds, and it's very limiting, and it's really hard. And I emailed my doctor with all of these on last day of school term, to the point where she moved up the appointment I have to Friday ahead as far as she could, because it wasn't supposed to be for like another month. So she's obviously concerned enough to move my appointment up. And so this is what I want out of the appointment. And if this goes well, if I can get what I need, I'll film like another part, or maybe this video will see light. But I feel like I need, and I've done research, I've read medical papers from Johns Hopkins University, from UCLA, from the Mayo Clinic, from different other clinics in America and the UK and even South Africa. IV hydration. I need IV hydration. I am not getting the basic minimum to function as an adult. I'm not getting the basic nutrition to function as an adult, so I need help with that. I'm going to try my best to demand, at least convince her that I need at least to trial IV hydration, with possibly entertaining the thought of getting a PICC line, which I think would be immensely beneficial to me. Not saying that I need IV hydration every single day, but every other day, with the if I need to every day, then I can. Being able to do that, and do that at home. That's what I need. I need help with medication for the nausea, being able to control it, the dizziness. I've had medication for this before, when I think now, way back when I first started showing symptoms, before anyone knew anything was wrong with me, and they thought I had a brain aneurysm. They gave me medication for dizziness and for the nausea, and it was so immensely helpful. And so I need that. I need something to help me with that. I want a really intense full blood work panel thingy ordered to test for any other autoimmune conditions, and anything else that could possibly give us more information and a better picture. And if she's concerned enough, I am not opposed to hospital admission, just to get answers. I need answers. I'm that kind of person that, I'm not asking for just give me painkillers, I'm good, I don't really care. I need to know why something is happening to my body. I find it very difficult to not know why my body is fighting me so much, why it constantly hurts, why I feel sick just from turning a corner because I walked around a corner too fast. I need the information, and then with that information, act upon it. And for, I guess, an intense information gathering process, if that requires hospital admission, I'm not opposed to that. I need answers. I need something. I need to know what's going on with me. So that's my rant. I have the doctor's appointment on Friday. It's currently it's Wednesday. So it's 1st of January 2025, so we will see what happens. So the next clip you see might be on the way to the doctors or after the doctors, or you know, fingers crossed something will be happening, something positive will come for this, because at the moment a lot of it's been a lot of hurry up and wait, or we'll see, and it's frustrating to know. And my hair is also falling out in so much. I used to have such thick hair, where this is all of my hair braided up. My hair used to be so thick I could do two ponytail braids and it would be this thick on either side. My hair is falling out so much as well because of stress, not enough nutrition, not enough water. My skin, I'm intensely putting moisturizer on my eyes so much that my eyes are so flaky and dry because I get so frustrated about everything. When I cry, no tears are coming out because there just isn't anything there. And so I'm just incredibly frustrated. So we'll see what happens on Friday. My husband is coming with me to help back me up, help voice my concerns, because a lot of primary health doctors, from my experience, you can tell them everything that's wrong with you. You can say, I have this research, these are the things, da 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 da, and they'll be like, this sounds like a person that's, you know, just wants. But the fact that someone else is there and go, no, I've seen this, I've had to pick her up off the floor because she's fainted, I've had to shower her because she cannot do it alone, I have to force food into her because she is not eating. Having that backup and that support is going to be immensely helpful, I'm hoping, and it'll help drive home and help us achieve something. Anything would be better than this, or at least make progress in some direction. So we will see what happens on Friday. Okay, I've just got back from the doctors. Progress is being made, but not as much as I wanted, but it's still progress nonetheless. Because of the 5 conditions I have, the Hashimoto's, Raynaud's syndrome, the myalgic encephalomyelitis, pernicious anemia, and POTS, she wants to try new medications, but one thing at a time so that it doesn't interfere with everything else I'm on. But I managed to convince her to give me half a litre of saline IV solution, so I'll put that just here. I got a little bit of footage of it, but I have new medication. I'm just going to put it in my pill container. New medication for dizziness and nausea, but my compression socks arrived. I wanted to convince her that I would do better with a little thank you card, that I would do better with a prescription of IV fluids, but she was really hesitant to try that. She wanted to try this nausea and dizziness medication first, because if I can, you know, not be so nauseous and dizzy, then I should be able to intake more fluids and things. So she wants to try that first. Cute little monkeys. So yeah, progress was made. I have something for dizziness, nausea. I got an IV solution. It was a one-off. I would prefer it to be an ongoing thing. But she is going to call me at 10:30 in the morning on Monday. So a phone appointment, which also costs. So I guess I'll tack on after, at the end of this what happens with that phone call. I feel better. It just of having a saline drip. I don't know how long it'll stick.
in my body because I seem to just shed water, like my skin just sheds like a reptile for some reason at the moment. So I feel better that progress is being made. I didn't end up getting a blood test. I asked, and my husband even said, hey look, I'm worried about her kidneys, she hasn't been able to drink anything, she's not eating. She goes, well, we can definitely test to see what her kidney function is. And then she never ordered the blood test. So is that so progress is being made, not as much progress as what I wanted, but nonetheless it's there. So I'm going to finish organizing all of this into this, and yeah. Hello. Okay, so it's only Sunday. I have my phone call appointment with the doctor tomorrow, and I thought I'd just come in and, you know, just I guess check in. I'll see how things are going. The nausea and the dizziness pills that she's given me are working well. Not awesome, but they're doing something. I'm still having a lot of pain, right, just here when I eat. And it's not like an indigestion or a heartburn type pain. I've had those before with every pregnancy I've ever had. Not pregnant, by the way. But it's this pain every time I eat. And now the pain, it would come and go with each mouthful. And now it's just kind of just sitting there. And it feels like I know the food is still it's just sitting. It's not doing anything. It's not processing. It's not going anywhere. I can feel it just sitting there. I'm not feeling as awesome today as I did after I had the drip of saline, and I am still going to press for having that as a regular thing. Ask her to at least have someone come to the home, so just to keep me hydrated, because hydration is one of my biggest concerns now, and I'm not able to keep up with the amount of stuff that I need to keep myself healthy, to keep my blood volume up so I don't collapse, so I don't faint. I'm just frustrated. I understand that New Zealand has free healthcare after your initial primary caregiver appointment still costs. Everything else really is pretty cheap after that. But because it's free, everyone accesses it, so it makes lines and waiting lists and everything just take so long. So I'm going to have a little notepad in front of me when she calls me tomorrow. I run a referral to rheumatology, which I believe is like autoimmune doctors. I want a referral to somebody who can help me with POTS at the hospital. I want to push for IV hydration at least bi-weekly. Have someone come to the home to do that. Push for blood tests, just to see where everything is at. Push for blood tests still, and try and get all of these things done. And again, push for a hysterectomy, because I do not want to spawn any more children. I am done. I'm done worrying about it. I'm done. I'm too old. I'm too tired. I'm too unwell to be able to go through that again. So I want to get that done, and with everything else that's going on that's documented in my notes, should help further my case, because I'm only seeing emergency cases at the moment in hospital, again because the waiting list is so long, that it should help bump me up the list somewhat. So I would like for that to happen as well. So tomorrow is the big phone call. I will record as soon as I'm done with that and let you know how it goes. I might make this like a monthly type video. We'll see how I'll just once a month or so release a video of just a whole bunch of different clips of just what's happening through the month for me health wise. Alright, so let's see you after the big phone appointment, I guess. Okay, so I've just got off the phone with my doctor, and she's ordered a blood test. So I have to go in for a blood panel, a complete blood count to check my creatinine, thyroid function, iron levels, and electrolytes. She sent through another referral to OBGYN to hopefully get a hysterectomy. She's prescribed some more medication for the stomach pain. So that's the dizziness, the nausea, and the pain that happens when eating, hopefully taken care of. Also, I requested at least to have weekly fluids just to keep my electrolytes and everything topped up, and she said she's going to have to do further research into it, but it's something that we can look at, which is more progress in this phone call than I've had in face-to-face appointments, because you know she's not darting gaze, she can only listen to me. So I have to go and get blood tests done today and pick up a prescription, so I'm going to have to figure that out. But other than that, so far so good, and she wants to see me again Wednesday next week, so we'll come back after that appointment. Alright, let's go get some blood done.
Okay, so I still haven't heard anything about my blood tests, and all of the posters up on the doctor's office say no news is good news. But I have a feeling she's just not going to tell me until I go for my appointment on Wednesday. But yesterday, I took a day for myself. Me and my oldest child took the bus into the city and just spent the day just shopping, and not a word was spoken, nothing was acknowledged. The fact that my body's just failing me, I needed a day where I was not sick. Even though I used my wheelchair all day yesterday, and I've used it almost all day today, I wasn't, sick. I was just out having fun, and I just happened to be using my wheelchair, and people in public were gracious, they were kind, they were really understanding, they were helpful. The bus driver was extremely helpful, helping me get on and off the bus. It was a good day. I really enjoyed myself. I went to Kmart, I bought a new deck of tarot cards, I went to my favourite Asian supermarket, and I had a really good day. It was such a day. I got bubble tea. Sorry, I am low on points right now. It was a day to reboot my soul. I felt good. I needed a good mental health day, and yesterday was that day. Today, it's Saturday, so I'm not going to hear anything from the doctor's office today. I probably won't hear anything until I go on Wednesday, and hopefully we will get further along in IV hydration, because I'm just having such an issue with hydration. I'm right now drinking basically the adult version of Pedialyte mixed with cranberry juice, because it's the only way I can stomach it, and so that's how I get all my hydration, is through that. I am on all of this anti-nausea, anti-dizziness. The other day I was 2 hours late with taking my pills because I was busy with my kids, and I felt rotten. I just felt so gross and rotten until I realized that, oh shit, I've missed my pills. Took them, and then I started to feel better. But I don't like the fact that my body has become so dependent on all of this medication just to function. I mean, the way this rattles with all of these pills, and this isn't everything in here, and that's just one day, and there's still stuff in there that I have to get a repeat prescription for. I swear I should rattle with the amount of stuff I have to take, but yeah, just checking in. I'll probably put up this video at the end of the month. I'm frustrated, tired all the time. I felt a little bit pretty today, so I've got these teeny tiny swords in my hair. But the most positive thing I can take from this is that D&D starts back tomorrow, so I'm really excited. I'm going to make chocolate eclairs from scratch for the guys, and I've started putting together my own campaign, because if at any point party dies, I get to be the next Dungeon Master. And the current Dungeon Master's constantly texting me, how's your campaign going? Have you got it, done yet? I'm pretty sure that once I let him know that my campaign that I'm putting together is complete, once it's ready to be played, we're all gonna die. And I'm okay with that, because when I DM'd a game for my kids, I had a lot of fun. I had more fun being a Dungeon Master than a player. Our current DM has more fun being a player than a Dungeon Master. So I think he's just waiting and then going to take us out in a blaze of glory. So good things are happening, but there's still a lot of hurry up and wait. So I'll check back in if anything changes, but probably won't see you until Wednesday. So I'll let you know how the doctor's appointment goes.
So I am just dog tired. I'm absolutely wiped today. I'm using my wheelchair inside my home, which I try not to do very often. But my legs feel like they're full of lead. Like, I'm even out of breath talking. They're just made of concrete. It's heavy. Everything takes so much longer and so much more effort to do. And it's still summer break, so all of my kids are home. They're all extremely helpful and forgiving, and I'm very, very open and honest with them about everything that is going on with me. Catch my breath. But yeah, so I feel very wiped today. I have an appointment with the doctor on Wednesday, so hopefully we'll get some more stuff sorted out. But I thought I'd pop in and I guess log symptoms, and I'll see you after the doctor's appointment.
Okay, I am feeling a lot better than I did yesterday. However, I am still fucking exhausted. Excuse my French. I get to about 4 in the afternoon, most afternoons, and it's currently 4:38. And my eyes just get so heavy and they feel like they burn to try and keep open. But we got a new washing machine delivered today. We're renting one, and I was able to catch up on washing, and I probably expended more energy points for the day than I should have. But I also wanted to show you that I drew this picture. I'm going to watercolor it, but I took some time to do something for myself that I hadn't done in a long time, which makes me feel better, because it's been such a long time since I've made time and sat down and done some watercolor. But tomorrow I have the doctor's appointment. Hopefully she'll tell me the results of my blood test. Hopefully there's nothing wrong, or a new syndrome or a new something that we found out that I might have. But hopefully we'll get IV therapy, IV hydration, and angling for a PICC line. I'm just hoping that she's done the research and that she sees the sense, because I'd hate to have to go for another doctor just to see if they agree with me, because I've done the research. I know this will help. I've read medical journals, I've watched videos, I've read blogs, I've done all the things, and I am desperate to help. And this is one of the only things I can think of that will help me, that isn't just giving me more medication, because I'm on 14 pills a day now, and it's just, when my kids are going, it's 12 o'clock, have you taken your pills? Like, they shouldn't be doing that. They shouldn't be doing that. So, this is one of the only ways I can see that will help my symptoms and not end up with me on more medication, and then I'll be able to manage on my own at home once I learn how to do it properly. And so that's what I'm hoping for. And I'm desperate for it, to be honest. I don't want to take more pills. I don't like the fact that I have to take so many already. But appointment tomorrow at 10:30 in the morning. At 10:15 I have another B12 injection, although they're not working, and she said if I don't feel any difference from them within the first 6 weeks, they're probably not going to do anything, but I still have to keep getting them to finish out the course and not doing anything. I don't feel any different, but we'll just wait and see. So, doctor tomorrow.
Okay, I'm back from the doctor. So, in regards to IV hydration, it's not common practice here in New Zealand apparently. So she's reluctant to do it purely because it's not common practice, but she did say that she sees how it is helpful and beneficial for patients. But because it's not common practice, she is reluctant to do it. But it's good to know we can keep it in our back pocket for if things get bad again, which is frustrating. Let's see, Hashimoto's medication is not working as well as it used to, so they've had to up my dosage, which makes me suspect that maybe it's progressing, which is not fun because the end stage of Hashimoto's is a heck ton of cardiac issues. They want my poop in a jar, apparently, to check my gut function and bacteria and stuff. I have a whole bunch of other medication. Electrolytes, powder, which is just foul and disgusting, but yep. And apparently I cleaned out the pharmacy of the stock because they owe me 20 sachets apparently. So more electrolytes, at least I don't have to spend $15 per litre on Hydrolyte. This is something different. More thyroid tablets, more iron tablets. I feel let down a little bit because just because IV hydration is not the standard doesn't mean that no one should do it. It just means that someone hasn't done it yet. But she's read the research, she's read the journals, she's watched the things that I've watched, she knows it's good, but she just won't, which is irritating. I'm concerned about the Hashimoto stuff not working as well, and that dosage having to be upped. I can understand why they need this, because that might mean with all of the issues I have with eating and drinking and all the pills I'm on for the nausea and the dizziness and the delaying gastric emptying so that food can absorb, that there might be something wrong with my gut bacteria. So disheartened by the lack of IV fluids and the fact that my Hashimoto seems to not be as controlled, but thankful again that all of this only cost $15, so I have to be grateful somewhere. So I don't have to go back to the doctor until March, which is good because I have been so much in the past 2 weeks and it's flippin' frustrating. But I don't want to jinx myself because I probably will end up back there before the month's out. But yeah, and I'm just still today exhausted. Almost fell asleep on my husband's shoulder at the doctor. You can tell my iron is low and I'm freezing cold because my lips are the same color as the rest of my face. They're usually like a pinker color. If you've noticed in any of my videos, my lips are the same color as my face. I'm not wearing any lipstick or makeup. So yeah, I've got to sort all of these out. And I guess I'll check in if anything changes. My blood test results were B12 was good, iron was good, and everything else was just below the minimum acceptable normal range. So that's why things have been increased and they want other tests and stuff. So we'll just see how the month plays out, I guess. Okay, I got a letter from the hospital saying that my gynecology referral has been accepted, and I am classed now as semi-urgent, which means I will receive an appointment within 4 months so I can get spayed. And I'm really excited because the hell my body goes through during a cycle is just awful. Just awful. And the amount of blood loss and just with having chronic fatigue, just the fatigue that comes with it, it's just terrible. So I'm excited. So within 4 months I'll have an appointment to get all of my bits taken out, and then from that appointment I might have to wait a further few months, but I'm on the books now instead of being told I wasn't an emergency. So yay! So that's all of the news I have for today. I'm feeling very agitated and just generally cross and angry at my own body, angry that just because something isn't standard procedure doesn't mean it shouldn't be done. It just means no one has done it yet. Be the first, be the change maker. There's proof and done on millions of patients that this works. Just because we're a little country of 5.5 million people does not mean it shouldn't be standard procedure. We should be trying to keep up with the rest of the world instead of lagging behind in healthcare. It sucks, and I'm in a lot of pain today. I feel like I've been soccer punched in the gut and it hurts, and it's hurt since early evening last night, and I feel nauseated, and even with all the things that I take, it hasn't gone down, it hasn't subsided, and it sucks, and I'm cross. I'm very much still in that, whatever the 5 stages of grief are. There's denial, anger. I'm definitely still very much in the angry phase of angry at my body, angry that all of these things that I have, my body won't get better, it'll just plateau, and it's frustrating. Children don't listen. I'm frustrated. I'm tired of being tired. I'm tired of being not excluded intentionally, but people quite often forget that I still want to be invited to things, just because most of the time I'll turn them down. There are those times when I can go. I'd like to go, I'd like to be included. I'm just tired and frustrated. I'm sick of feeling sick. I want to feel well. I want to be able to go, hey, I want to get on a bus. I want to go into the city. I want to spend all day shopping and come home when it's dark after tea. I want to have the day to myself and just walk all over the place. I want to be able to do that, and I can't, and I most likely never will again, and it's frustrating that I have to so carefully budget my energy and plan a 3 or 4 hour shopping journey in the city by bus for about 6 weeks, budget my energy so that it's okay. I'm frustrated, I'm cross, I'm angry, and I'm in pain, and I'm just grumpy. So that's today. In about 6 weeks I have a doctor's appointment, which we're going to have a whole bunch of paperwork for her to fill out. so that I can get my disability parking placard, that I can have to see if there's any financial assistance I qualify for, because at the moment, just with all the things I have are classed as chronic illnesses. Nothing is a disability. Even though they are disabling conditions, they are not disabilities, which means it's, if I was to be qualified for anything, it's income tested. That means it gets tested upon my husband's income, and it's infuriating because he currently earns $3. $3 too much for us to be under the gap to be eligible for any financial assistance. And that sucks, because just in this month alone, from the 1st to now the 18th of January, I've spent over $200 just on doctor's visits and prescriptions. That's a butt ton of money when your disposable income for a month, after you've paid all of your bills, before you go and buy your kids school clothes, before you buy them what they need, after you've paid just your bills, you've only got a free $450 a month. It's infuriating. Did not foresee being sick to be so expensive. So yeah, I'm just tired, grumpy, in pain, sick of being sick. So yeah, that's it for today. I am in so much pain that it would even cause more pain to cry. I think if you go by the 1 to 10, I'm hovering at like a 6, 6.5. It feels like someone has just curb stomped me just about where your ribs end, and that area of your stomach, it just flipping hurts. It sucks. I really want to know why this happens. This sucks. This pain and this eating like solid foods is now just causing a problem. Rice and potatoes is pretty much all I can eat now. Just variations of that is even getting to the point where just liquids are just sitting better and hurting less, and it's just breathe, Jennifer. Some people have it worse. I'm going to text my husband, see if he's able to finish work early and come and help, because I'm in a lot of pain. The kids haven't picked up on it, so I guess I've been hiding it okay. But holy flippin' heck, Batman. Okay, let's go text husband. You know, as much as this video is whinging and complaining, my daughter, my 4-year-old, is trying her best to take care of me. We have a set of walkie-talkies, and they're labelled MedTalk 1 and MedTalk 2. And she's got one in the house because she asked if today was one of those days where it's going to take me a really long time to get out of bed. And she's doing this, telling me everything she's doing. I've had my first mouthful of breakfast. I've made my bed. Every little thing.
Number 2, Mom. Love you, infinity. Number 2, Mom.
It's adorable. Oh, my pain today is sitting right usually where it is, about a 4.5. My husband was able to come home about a half hour early yesterday, which was so helpful. And today's a public holiday, so he's technically not allowed to work, because otherwise they would have to pay him extra time and a half to be there. So they'd rather have somebody whose day is not its usually scheduled day today working, and someone who has usually lost on. So he's got the day off today, which is amazing. So yeah, that's this morning at least. So finally got the medication that was missing from my last prescription. I rang through on Friday and asked for my nausea and dizziness medication to be made into 90-day increments instead of 10-day increments, because everything's coming as 10-day increments. Oh, my eyes all puffy. Gross. But finally got that put through on Friday, and it was supposed to take 2 days. Monday was a public holiday, so it should have been ready today, but they've told me that it's going to be ready Wednesday afternoon. I'm lucky I have enough to last me until Thursday. And I also bought, because you can get them prescribed, but my doctor's away this week, 100 of each paracetamol and ibuprofen. So that shall do me, it shall do my daughters when they, Steve, and my husband for his injured back from work. Right, so let me know if you want to see another video like this, like a month of my chronic illnesses things. If this is the kind of video you like, I'll start to film one, but if I don't hear any positive feedback or anything like that again, then I won't do another one. But this has also been really fun to film and good for me to film, because I've remembered what I need to do, what I have to say to the doctor, what's happened on what day, and just for my own sake, logging my different pains and whatnot. So, you know, I'll keep filming to the end of the month and put this up, but if you want to see another video like this, I'll keep making them. Alright, that's it, I guess, for today. Also, it's freaking hot. It's 28 degrees today, Celsius, which in and of itself, it doesn't seem very hot, but it's about as much as my ginger butt can handle. I got sunburned 2 days ago inside, sitting at the kitchen table eating breakfast. I got sunburnt indoors. And so Hashimoto's makes me cold intolerant. POTS makes me heat intolerant. So basically, if it's not a cool, slightly balmy, 20, 22 degrees Celsius, it's too hot or too cold and I can't handle. We don't have air conditioning, but I am going to buy one of those nice pedestal fan things. Maybe decorate it, and so I'll be able to cool down. I have one of those cool neck fan things, which I've been wandering around wearing today, but it's quite loud, so I took it off so I could film. But yeah, that's today. For fuck's sake. Doctors need to communicate with each other better. I had a script sent through, supposed to have a prescription sent through on Friday to the pharmacy, so it'd be ready for collection Tuesday. Rang Tuesday, said, no, it's not ready, it'll be ready for Wednesday afternoon. It's now Wednesday afternoon, so I rang and checked to see if it's ready for collection. It was never sent through, even though they told me on Tuesday that it would be ready for collection this afternoon. So now it's been sent through to another doctor to sign off on and marked as urgent, and now goodness knows, because I had it sent through on Friday so that I could pick it up on Friday because I needed the medication, and I only had a small buffer built in, and now my buffer window is almost gone, and if this medication doesn't arrive on time, I'm going to get really sick. I'm going to start being sick. I'm going to be too dizzy to stand. It's incredibly frustrating. And I've also started compiling a list of foods that don't give me horrific stomach pain all the time, every time I eat. So far the only safe foods I have is a satay sauce brand, tofu, potatoes and rice, and a breakfast cereal and oat milk. That's all I can eat. Everything else causes me horrific pain. And I'm incredibly frustrated, and I feel let down quite a lot by this. So it turns out the doctor covering for my doctor won't give me more than a week's worth of anti-nausea and anti-dizziness. And has booked me in to see my primary health care doctor for Monday, which is 5 weeks ahead of what we were going to do. But that's also a good thing, so we can make a more long-term plan and get a better prescription going, because apparently I'm on the max dose for both of these medicines. And hopefully we can sort out all of these stomach issues that I'm having, where I can only eat potatoes, rice, tofu, satay sauce. I can basically only drink my electrolyte drink and oat milk and some breakfast cereals. And because it's incredibly discouraging, it's incredibly painful. My skin is not, but look at the texture, the flakiness. It's just, I'm not eating enough to meet my nutritional goals. Although I'm eating enough volume to satiate hunger, I'm not getting enough calories or enough vitamins and things. And I'm sick of spending my shower crying because it hurts, because I'm just so discouraged that I'm over it and I want more help. And it's incredibly infuriating, but it is what it is. So I'll let you know what happens after the doctor's appointment. Okay, so I've sat down and I've done some maths, crunched some numbers concerning my calorie intake. Right, so my breakfast, which is some cereal with oat milk, that is about 130 calories. This 1 litre drink of cranberry and electrolytes, 127 calories. My lunch, that was about 300 or so calories. I had a snack bar, that was 100 calories. And that's usually about as much as I can take in a day. And according to the New Zealand Health Organisation, for New Zealand, according to my age, my height, my current weight, just to maintain weight, not even, and this is for somebody, I click sedentary, so for somebody who's just sitting on their ass all day, not moving around, not looking after 4 kids, someone who's just sitting, doing absolutely nothing, I need to be consuming 2,200 calories in a day. I don't think I'm cracking even 1,000. And because of Hashimoto's, which makes it pretty much impossible for me to lose weight, I'm not losing weight, but I'm also not, sorry, I'm getting out of breath even talking, not able to maintain my current calorie or nutrition intake that is needed for an adult of my age, weight, and height. So I'm scared because I don't even think I'm cracking 1,000 calories. And that's important for my body to be well, to regenerate its energy, to prevent me from getting sick, to prevent my symptoms from getting worse. Even my voice, I've noticed in the past few weeks, it's constantly like this. It's not all bubbly and sweet like some of my other voiceover parts. I sound like I have a cold, and if I'm getting a cold, how am I going to fight off an infection when I can't even consume enough calories to maintain my body as is? It's going to be working harder if it's sick, because it's having to do more, and I can't fight that off. So I'm going to check my heart rate while I'm here. I am frustrated, and I don't feel like my doctor is as concerned as I think they should be for this nutrition intake. And she's getting my stool tested for gastritis symptoms, but I'm going to request again I'm going to request again referrals to gastroenterology, to rheumatology, which is the autoimmune doctor, cardiology for POTS. I need more help than what I'm currently getting from my GP. Something is not right. I feel like we're missing something, like there's a missing link that ties everything together. Whether or not I have something like, I don't know, EDS or lupus or something, there's got to be something else that connects everything together to go, hey, look, you have a nutrition deficit. We need to address that. Whether, I don't want to have to be tube fed, but if I'm going to be sick because I'm not meeting a nutritional goal, then that's something that we need to look at. And I'm frustrated, I'm tired. This video is already way too long and I'm out of breath just talking. I burns to keep my eyes open, and it's 12:51 in the afternoon and I'm almost done for the day. My fingers hurt. I'm going to put some finger splints on and I'm going to go and sit on the couch and wait for my sister to come over for a visit. Oh, I hate hiccups. Hiccups hurt. But that's it for today, I guess.
Okay, it's like 9 o'clock in the evening, the night before I had this appointment that another doctor booked me in because she wouldn't give me more than a week of nausea or dizziness medication because she didn't know what my doctor's long-term plan was. My neck is like all swollen. You can see my thyroid, the shape of it right here, and this causing a lot of pain. So I'll write that down. Got my little list of things. Yeah, I want to thyroid pain. I want to talk to her again. That I'm not meeting my nutritional requirements. I can only eat rice, potatoes, a satay sauce, breakfast cereal, oat milk, electrolyte drinks, water, and the occasional Pepsi. And Pepsi Max that I drink is a 0-calorie drink, so it's just taking up space. It's not giving me any nutrition. I'm consuming less than 1,000 calories a day. Most of the time I'm getting between 700 and 800 calories a day. And it's not enough. It's not enough for an adult, especially not enough who's battling 5 chronic illnesses. Except for the day before yesterday, I broke 1,000, which I was really excited about. I need a more long-term plan for nausea, for dizziness and pain, for my nutrition and fluids. I'm going to ask for a referral for rheumatology, which is autoimmune doctors, gastroenterology for the stomach pain, a POTS specialist, possibly requesting a gastric emptying study where they give you something radioactive and watch how it leaves your stomach over a period of hours to see if there's actually an issue with the stomach itself. In my random rashes and bites, possibly getting tested for mast cell activation syndrome. And I want, because I get random rashes, my eyes swell shut. The other day I got bit by a mosquito on the eyelid overnight. I've been bit by mosquitoes before, but for some reason this time, and I've been bit there before, this time my eye swelled completely shut and I couldn't open just this eye. Lucky I can wink, and this is the eye that I wink with, so I was able to just keep it closed and cold with ice packs and things until eventually the swelling went down in the afternoon. I was able to open it. I wanted to try, because she's not keen on giving me a PICC line, to see if she'll at least give me IV fluids once a week from a district nurse that'll come to the home and just give it to me by IV. I wanted to again try and push for that, and supplemental nutrition, because I'm not meeting my nutritional goals. I'm not even meeting the bare minimum nutritional goal. And if I go and I get weighed and I weigh less what I did, that's cause for concern because my condition makes it very impossible for me to lose weight. And my weight has been staying exactly the same for years at this point. And now I'm not eating. And if my weight drops, then that's an issue, that's a problem. And again, I'm going to address thyroid pain because it's a difficult pain to explain to somebody. It's like you've had a sore throat, like you've ate a tortilla chip or something, you haven't chewed it properly, and you swallow it and it's kind of sharp. But then at the same time, it feels like somebody's just got your throat and they're just holding it gently and just squeezing. Not enough to choke you, but enough to cause discomfort, and that is what it feels like. And it makes my voice go funny, and I don't like it. So tomorrow is the appointment where I'm hopefully going to get this stuff sorted out. So see you after the appointment.
Okay, I'm back from the doctor, and what a complete fucking waste of time that was. I went in with my list, and so for not meeting my nutritional requirements of consuming between 300 and 700 calories on average a day, they won't help me because I'm not losing weight, despite the fact that I have a condition that makes it almost impossible for me to lose weight. In fact, I put on weight, but I have not eaten, so I'm not entitled to help. So I just have to figure that out on my own, I guess. I have an appointment for the 11th of February, a phone call appointment to see if anything has changed, how I feel, and if, I still feel the same, then I'll get a referral through to gastroenterology, maybe if the general practice doctor at the hospital agrees that I need that. I got told to increase one of my... I'm sorry, I am so upset. I am angry and I am upset. I haven't been able to drink anything today. I have barely been able to eat today. But, nobody's worried. So I'm angry, I'm upset. I wasn't allowed to get fluids today because... I wasn't allowed to get fluids because my vitals were okay, even though when she first put the pulse ox on my finger, it said my blood oxygen was at 86, and she sat there, she pulled a grimacing face, and then she sat there for a while and watched and waited for a while until it went up to 97, and then wrote down 97. I told her my hair was falling out. She didn't even bat an eyelid at that. Didn't bat an eyelid at the fact that my eyelashes are falling out. My eyebrows are falling out. Nothing. I asked possibly for some antihistamine, something to help with the fact that my eyes randomly swell shut. And she said she didn't want to add on another medication to all of the things that I'm taking. Let's just wait and see. So yeah, I'm frustrated, I'm upset, it feels like a waste of time, and this stool sample she wants me to drop off at the hospital, I said, I cannot take it there, I don't have a car, and by the time I get on a bus, with my chair, get off the bus, find my way into the hospital, find the lab in the hospital, drop it off, it would have fucking defrosted because it has to be frozen for some reason. Because, I don't know, frozen poop preserves the freshness. I don't know. And I'm just frustrated and I'm tired, and last night was the worst night for the worst pain event that I've had. I'm hungry and I can't eat, and I'm just... I don't know what to do. I honestly don't know what to do. She said I could look at the pharmacy to see if there's anything I wanted to buy that could help. I said, is there anything funded? She said, no, there's nothing funded because you're not losing weight. She wanted me to get an ultrasound. And I said, how much will that cost? And she goes, $300. I says, and no. She goes, if you get it funded through the hospital, it's going to be 6 months. They have ultrasound machines there. Why can't it be funded? And then they just do it there. It's stupid. They have the machines and everything. Ugh. What a shitty, expensive month of a lot of going around in circles, getting sicker, but not getting any closer to any real, effective help. But that's been a month, I guess. A month in my health. Which is honestly a bit pucker. So that's it. I know this has been a long ass video. If you want to like, comment, subscribe, do all the things to please the algorithm overlords. If you even made it till the way to the end. And I'll see you another time with a much more light-hearted video.